So Angel Reese did not travel with Chicago Sky to play against Indiana this week. And there could be a couple different reasons why. One reason is her injury. She's injured. She has a back injury. She's been out, 5 or 6 games? Hopefully you guys don't hear this airplane flying over my head. 5 or 6 games she's been injured for. And a back injury is nothing to play with. So I think that's the most logical reason why, she wasn't there. Chat, we're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers as fast as possible. So hit that button. Subscribe to the channel. It's your boy. Her being there probably wasn't going to change much as far as the result or what happened on the court. And she needs to heal. She needs to go through all the steps to get back on the court. And traveling and sitting in an airplane, sitting on an airplane seat, that might not be great for somebody dealing with a back injury that is clearly something serious. The other side is it's Indiana. There's a video about how much the people of Indiana hate her. Like, they're the ones speaking on this video. They don't like Angel Reese. And that could be a distraction to your team, especially if you're not there to play or counter, I don't want to say attack, but be the counter to all the boos and the hostility in the arena. She wouldn't be able to do nothing about it because she's not on the court. She can't go put up 30 and 15 and shut them up. So her being there might be a distraction in that angle. So that might be another reason why she wasn't there, but we know she wasn't there. I'm not sure how much the result would have changed if she'd have been there or if she would have played. I think since she's been on Chicago, they've lost 7 out of 8 meetings with the Fever, and this team wasn't equipped to beat them at all, even with the Fever not even having a point guard. I don't think things would have changed. Sky probably still would have gotten picked apart by the guards. that would have still happened. So when it comes to the back, it's nothing to play with. Some people get chronic back issues and have hard times walking, sitting, running, doing everything. So you want to take your time. You want to be serious if it's serious. And it seems like it's a little more serious than I think all of us anticipated it being. What was it? What has it been? 5 or 6 games she's been out. And that's a pretty long time, especially for somebody like Angel. She's been putting on social media like, I miss hooping, and like, ball is, no matter how you feel about Angel, ball is life for her. This is what she does. She's been doing this since she was a kid. This is what she does professionally, and this is what she's best at, is playing ball. So I know she's like scratching to get back on the court, especially with the way the year was going for her. She, in July, I think she averaged 18 and like 16 or 18 and 15. And I think that 18 was like 18.7. I think it was almost 19 and 15 during July. So I know she wanted to ride that hot wave. And then she tried to come back and play against the Mystics. I know that was a home game for her. Her grandma finally got to see her play as a pro. So she came back, and I believe she dropped 22 and 12 or 22 and 10, something like that. And that was her pushing through, clearly, because the next game she was back out. So you just know she wants to be on that court. She's that type of person. The real us fans really watch her and pay attention to her, and we know, like, she's a baller first. She might be a great businesswoman, brand ambassador, future model, whatever it is, but first and foremost, she loves ball. Ball is life for her. But the game did happen. The Indiana Fever beat the Chicago Sky 92-70, which was a blowout. The first half was, do I remember right that I think the Sky may have been winning the first half. Let's look. 16, no, they weren't. But the first half was somewhat competitive, and then the second half, it just got ugly. This right here is the third quarter always eats up Chicago, and that first quarter did it to them too. And as you can see, those are the difference. The second and the fourth, they were pretty even. But let's go to the box score. I did not get to like fully sit down and watch the game. It was on while the family was around. It is the last weekend before school starts for the kids, so we had a lot going on. So I wasn't able to dial in. That's why you didn't get like an in-depth review after the game. But Lexi came alive. Lexi Hall has been struggling over the last like 4 or 5 games. But again, she's playing Chicago, so she had to show up and show out. And she gave them 17 points. Natasha Howard gave them 10 rebounds and 7 points. Aaliyah Boston gave 15 and 4. Kelsey Mitchell gave 26 and 8. She became She became the point guard for the Fever because they have no point guards. They lost Caitlin Clark, they lost Ari McDonald, and they lost Sydney Colson. Ari and Sydney went out within 15 minutes of each other, and they're both out for the season. So you've seen Kelsey Mitchell step up and still get you 26 points, but now she's taking on that role of being a facilitator and had 8 assists. Sophie Cunningham, 16 points. Chloe Bibby, nothing. Which is weird. Like when Chloe first came, they were giving her some run, and she was putting in work. But I mean, she played 21 minutes. She just was missing her shots. Michaela Timpson, 7 points. Double D, 4. So for Chicago, Mick, I keep saying Mick, 7 points. E Will, 8 and 9. Cardosa, 6 and 12. And I was watching some of the beginning. You could see like, oh, this might be Cardosa might, impose her will a little bit, but she didn't. She was 6 and 12, only 8 attempts. How did E Will have 12 attempts? Cardosa have 8. Rachel's just been so solid. She had 11 points. Ariel Atkins, 8 attempts with 8 points, and that Ariel Atkins is such a good scorer, but she lacks the will to dominate every game. She has moments where we've seen her get a 30-point game, but you have to, like, with that skill set, you should have it in you to dominate every game. Guess what? You could have ended that game with only 3 makes, but if you put up 20 shots, I mean, I'm being extreme, but it helps your team more the more attempts you get. But Maddie had, I don't want to say coming out party, but she had a really solid game. I seen her make some really nice jump shots. She had 10 points and what was that, 6 rebounds? Awesome game by her. Haley played 14 minutes and had 6 and 3 assists. Yes. So again, Angels 20, maybe she put up 22 and everybody still did the same thing. We could have had a game, but if she put up 22, that would have took a couple of shots. That would have knocked down E Will being our shot leader. Like that's mind-boggling that any game that E Will had to be the shot attempt leader in the game. So yeah, Angel wasn't there and we felt it on the court, but it might have been good for her mentally and for just the mental space for the whole team as a whole. Like I said, there was a game where somebody went and said, describe Angel Reese in one word, and it was a lot of bad things said about her by the Indiana Fever fans. So this might have just been a concerted effort to let's not have any extra distractions, no extra name callings or anything like that. If you're not playing, hey, stay with the trainers, get your back taken care of. That could have been the angle. And then, again, like I said earlier, her back could be really bad. It could be a problem. It could be something that might take a little extra time to get better. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think she's going to sit out the rest of the season? Do you see her coming back? The playoffs are looking real spooky for us to get to. So is it worth her coming back, or should she shut it down and just come back 100% next year? Next year is the free agency apocalypse. Like, I think like 93% of the league will be free agents. So she could rest up and come back, and Chicago have built a super team for her to be the star of, or her to be a role player of. We don't know. But should she rest for the rest of the season, or should she come back? We know she's a competitor, so we know she's going to want to come back and play. I'm AJ. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is my mic. Peace.